Hi folks, hope you're well. Just thought I'd send you a video to wish you happy Halloween here from Ashtown. Hope you're all having a great day. And I wanted to tell you a story that I heard today. But just to warn you, you probably don't want any young children to hear this story because it's quite scary, you see. It's so just be warned, you know. You don't want to scare them too much. So I was out walking today, and it was a lovely day, lovely Halloween day. And I saw my neighbour, and Lily, her name is. And I said, "Happy Halloween, Lily." And she said, "Don't talk to me about Halloween. I don't like the day." I said, "Come on, Lily, it's lovely." And she said, "Not for me. Not when I think about what happened 20 years ago in Ashtown at Halloween." I said, "Happened to who?" She said, "Happened to me." What happened to me and my brother, my older brother Billy, and my younger sister Millie. I said, "Billy and Millie, I know them." She said, "Yes." It was the night after the clocks went back, and it was very, very dark, and we were out trick-or-treating. We went to the first apartment, because it's all apartments out here in Ashtown. And we sang a song. And, well, the man at the door said, "Look, I'm very sorry, kids. I've no nuts, I've no sweets, I've no money, but I will give you this." And he gave them a bar of soap. Well, they were disgusted, especially little Millie. She said, "I want sweets." So they went on to the next apartment. And there they did a dance. And the lady said, "Look, I don't know what you usually get for trick and treat, but it's the custom in my apartment that we always give children a hammer." And with that, she gave them a small wooden hammer. Well, little Millie was particularly annoyed at that. She said, "Let's go to another house." They went to one more apartment. Billy said, "Don't worry. We're bound to get something good here, lots of sweets and stuff." Well, at the next apartment, they put on their very best performance. The eldest, Billy, stood there, and then Lily, the next eldest, stood on his shoulders, and then little Millie stood on her shoulders again, and they all juggled while singing a song. It was an incredible performance. And the lady said, "That is the most amazing trick-or-treat performance I've ever seen. Unfortunately, I didn't go shopping today, so all I can give you is this." And she opened her hand, and in her hand was one grape. That was it. Just a grape. The three of them walked away very sad. "I'm fed up," said Lily. "I just want to go home now." "Wait," said Billy. "I have an idea," because Millie had started to cry at that stage. He said, "Why don't we go to that big house up on the hill? We could go there. You know, the mansion." "Oh no," said Lily, "let's not go there. We've always been told, don't ever go to the mansion on the hill." "I'm not afraid," said Billy. "We'll do it. We'll go to the big dark mansion on the hill." And so off they went. Millie was nervous, the truth is. Billy was too. But little Millie, she was just excited. "I want sweets," she said, and she ran off ahead into the darkness, up to the big dark house. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, what was going to happen? They were in complete darkness. Millie was up ahead. In fact, before they could get to them, she was knocking on the door. At first there was silence and the complete darkness, and then the door opened. But it was so dark they couldn't see anything. They didn't know who was going to come out. And then a voice said, "There's nobody here. There's nobody here at all. Lily took a step back, so did Billy. But little Millie said, well, you're here, aren't you? You're here in the house. I'm not really here, said the man. Whatever did he mean? Whatever do you mean? Said Lily. I'm not really here, you see. I'm just here to fix the toilet. I am a plumber. And before the owners moved out, they paid me to fix the toilet. But I am not able to fix it, so I can never leave. Good heavens, said Billy. That's an extraordinary situation. It is, said the plumber. I don't really see the need for you to be so dramatic, though, said Lily. I don't care, said the plumber. I just want to get out of this house. I have 3 boxes of chocolates to give to anyone who would help me. Why don't you come in and help me? Lily and Billy struck back. But suddenly little Millie ran forward. Chocolates, she said, and she ran inside the dark house. Oh my God. The 2 ran in after her, not knowing what to expect. The door slammed behind them. In the complete darkness, Lily and Billy stood beside each other, not knowing where little Millie was, or the strange plumber. And that's when they heard the scream. A terrible scream coming from upstairs. They didn't know what was causing it. So they decided they had to go upstairs. At the top of the stairs, there was a tiny light. And they heard the scream again. It was definitely little Millie. And then they heard the man going, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" They made their way slowly up the stairs, and they saw the light at the end of a corridor. And there was the door slightly open. And they moved towards the door, and they could hear Millie's voice, but they could also hear the voice of the man going, "Ah! Ah!" The door slowly opened, and inside they saw a toilet. It was a toilet, and Millie's was stuck down the toilet. Her legs and her arms were down. The only part they could see of her was her head that was sticking out over the top of the toilet. And there was the angry plumber. And he said, "I tried to get the little girl to help me fix the toilet, but it didn't work because, to tell you the truth, I'm a very bad plumber. I went to plumbing school, but I did not concentrate. And I did not pass my plumbing exams. And now I don't know ever how to fix these toilets. I don't even have the tools I need." "What tools?" said Lily. "Well, first of all, I need to open the cistern," said the plumber. "And there's grease in there that's blocking something, and I need soap to wash it off, and I've no soap. And then there is a wire that is bent that I need to fix, and I have no hammer. And then there's another fiddly little thing that's hard to explain, but I really need something very small and circular about the size of a grape. And that would fix the toilet." "Well, this is your lucky day," said Billy, "because, believe it or not, we have soap, a hammer, and an actual grape." "I did not say an actual grape. I said a small round thing
the size of a grape.
Well, said Lily, you're going to have to make do with a grape because, after all, a grape is a small, round thing the size of a grape.
Very well, said the plumber.
And he used the soap, and he got the grease off, and then he banged with the hammer, and he fixed the wire, and then he inserted the grape into the fiddly little thing.
Now, he said, I do believe this toilet is fixed. Ah!
And he went to flush the toilet. No! Said Billy and Lily. Don't! Millie is still in the toilet.
Oh, yes, you're right,
said the plumber. Well, Lily and Billy pulled little Millie out of the toilet. And she was so relieved, she was smiling when she was pulled out, even though she was soaking wet and covered in toilet water.
Here, said the plumber. Let me give you this in return for helping me fix the toilet.
And he opened a drawer above the toilet, and there were 3 boxes of chocolates there. Why do you have 3 boxes of chocolates in a press above the toilet?
It doesn't matter, said the plumber. Who cares? And he flushed the toilet. Look, it works. Now I am finally free. I can leave this place. Thank you, little children. And he took the soap and he took the hammer and he flung them out of the toilet. And he marched off into the darkness across the corridor. But he didn't realize he'd just thrown the hammer in front of him. And he tripped over the hammer. And as he was trying to regain his feet, his foot went down on the soap. And he slipped and went sliding forward and trash down the stairs. They heard his horrified screams in the darkness at the bottom of the stairs. They made their way down to him, slowly in the darkness. Are you okay? Said Lily. No, I've just fallen down the stairs,
said the angry plumber.
I feel awful.
Well, should we get you a doctor? Said Billy.
A doctor,
said the plumber.
A doctor? No, I don't need a doctor. Do you know why? Because I'm not a real plumber at all.
The 3 children ran straight out of the house, leaving the scary man behind, but clutching their chocolates. They kept running until they got home. Wow, what a scary adventure that was, they said to each other when they got in the door. Let's never go near that house again. Phew. Wow, my nerves, said Lily. I don't think I could stand that again. And they all laughed. And that's when the electricity went. Oh no, no. It was suddenly dark in their own home. And then they heard a knock on the door. We'd better not answer, they thought. We'd better not answer. And then they went and looked out the window. And out of the window, in the distance, they could see a ghostly figure. A very scary figure in the distance, in among the lights of the houses. And in the distance, a voice seemed to say, "I'm a ghost!"